Hello Capricorn, Elsie here to do a bonus read for you. How are you, friends? Happy weekend to you. Thought I'd come back and just say thank you for all the ways that you've been loving on this channel. I do incredibly appreciate you. And so I'm here to do a bonus read for you. So Capricorn, if you've been here before to a bonus read, if you are my ride or die, you do know that I read for the current or the future energy. I don't intend on looking at anything in the past. If it shows up, I'm going to acknowledge it, but I'm not going to dig into anything back there. And so let's find out what's going on for you, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you are brand new and you've never been here before, welcome. I do as many bonus reads as I can in the week, and I do have the weekend to do that for you this time. Let's find out what's going on for Capricorn. If you are brand new and you've never been here before, there is a subscription button in the bottom right-hand corner of this little square where I live. If you'd like to stay, be part of this beautiful Capricorn tribe, please hit that button. Turn on your notifications so you'll know when I'm uploading for your sign. All right. Let's find out what's going on for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Be the current or the future energy. Please keep in mind it's a general reading. Not all of you are on the same timeline. And this should not be expected to happen right away. It could happen a year from now, right? All right, get the Eight of Cups. Somebody's hauling ass. Somebody's out. Somebody is done, out. On to bigger and better things. Onward and upward here, Capricorn. But you are disconnecting from the past, from some sort of situation that I feel has been very, I feel like there's been a lot of mountains to climb here. I feel like wherever you're going is going to be far easier than wherever you've been. Although there's mountains here, right? There's mountains in the background here, and I feel like although you know you're going to have to climb some pretty big mountains, I feel like wherever you are, wherever you were here, is a place where you're like, you know what? I don't care how many obstacles show up. I got to move forward here. We've got the moon and the sun here, so we've got this this eclipse here. I feel like this is a decision you made like that quickly, or it's a decision to cut something out, because I feel like you see that there is abundance in the future here. Look, I feel like you're starting your life new, like you're leaving something here behind that was very emotional. Maybe you were settling for something, allowing people to take advantage of you. And I feel like you're now leaving there or disconnecting from a person or a situation. And the Ace of Pentacles is telling me that that whatever is coming up is a blessing. You've seen the blessing and now you want it. You want to grow. You want to achieve things. And the only way you can do that is by disconnecting from whatever is in the past. We've got the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords tells me that there is brand new beginnings that are starting here. It feels like somebody here has realized that if I'm going to improve my life, make more money, start the new job, whatever the Ace of Pentacles is, if I'm going to solidify my financial foundation, my financial life, or grow any sort of abundance, I need to disconnect from the past. And not everybody's going to like that. I feel like this is sort of a realization you've had, or some clarity that's going to come through, that in order to get the Ace of Pentacles, you've got to stay in the Ace of Swords energy. And the Ace of Swords energy to me is also cutting things away, cutting things out. I feel like this is the energy that you're in right now. Tell me about the Eight of Cups. We've got the Star energy here. Yeah, it feels like this is a power-up or an energy power-up. I want to say that you're in your manifestation energy here, and that you are in this place of, I feel balanced, I feel like I can do it. 1 foot on the earth, 1 foot in the water. It feels like my emotions are balanced with my earth energy, and it's time now for me to move forward. It's time for me to pay attention to myself. It feels like you are manifesting things by bringing things into balance. I feel like the way you're getting this balance in order to move on to these manifestations is that you've decided you're not going to settle any place anymore. You're just not going to settle for whatever's going on around you, that you know that you must make practical steps forward here in order to be able to get whatever it is that you're manifesting. I feel like the Eight of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords are all showing up because of this manifestation energy. It's all about you. You're the star. We've got the Seven of Cups. So I feel like there's so many opportunities for you here to get whatever it is that you want, that it feels almost overwhelming. It feels like I have so many ways that I could go. I could go toward a new job. I could go toward a new relationship. I could buy that new house. Like, it feels like you have so many opportunities that it's almost overwhelming. We've got the Four of Cups. I feel like this Ace of Swords is pulling you out of some sort of comfort zone you've been in. It does feel like that. It feels like with the Four of Cups here, it's like these cups, like the Ace and the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, and now we have the Ace of Cups in the hand of your source here. I feel like it's being given to you as a blessing here. It feels like this has come around before, I want to say, Capricorn. This situation has been circling you for months or maybe a year, possibly, right? For me, Pentacles are years, Cups are months. It could be like 8, between 7, 8 months, possibly, that it's been, this opportunity keeps coming back around for you to disconnect or to leave a situation where you've been settling for, drama or emotions or whatever it is, but you aren't paying attention to it until now. I feel like what you're rejecting is the 8 of Cups. It's like I'm rejecting anything that that you think I'm supposed to settle for here. I think that the Four of Cups is a comfort zone, and I think that the Ace of Swords is clarity. I got to get out of my comfort zone. If I'm going to have this Ace of Pentacles and all these opportunities to do whatever it is that I want to do, then I have to move forward. Sorry, I'm dropping cards here. Tell me more about Capricorn. We have the Nine of Cups. You, by walking away or disconnecting or getting away from this energy where you've been settling, I feel like this is what brings you your abundance or brings you into alignment. I feel like you are manifesting your wish fulfillment, but first, it's going to piss you off. You've got to walk away from the things that you don't want so you can show the universe, look, I'm ready for the new beginnings. I'm ready for the aces to show up. We've got the Four of Pentacles. Got the Six of Cups. I feel like you're leaving some people behind. I feel like you're creating distance between you and people in your 3D world. These could be friends. These could be family members. People that you've known for a really long time. I feel like you're about to cut some people out, possibly talk to others, express your truth, honesty. And then we have the Empress, because you're taking charge of the whole damn thing. I love it. I love that. Yeah, so we do have the Empress here. This is Libra and Taurus energy, but please don't understand that it's just Venusian energy. It's love. But I feel like you're now in control of all of it. I feel like you're in a really good place in your life where you have cultivated some sort of balance. And I feel like you are in this energy of being really close to spirit. I want to say that you are somebody who is manifesting all of the luxuries of your life, whatever the luxury is for you. Look, the luxury could be like going to a restaurant and not having to look at the prices on the menu. It could be that. It doesn't have to be anything massive, right? But it feels like with the Empress here, it feels like now you're taking care of you on the inside, on the outside. It feels like you're ready to create, whether that's to create life or a new path to the future, because the Empress is showing up in the future energy. Now it feels like it's time for you to come out and see everybody. I'm just hearing Diana Ross in my head. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I'm going to let it show. So for some of you, it could be literally coming out, right? But for others of you, whether you're feminine or masculine, right? For others of you, it feels like you are somebody who is now feeling confident enough, sturdy enough, solid enough to disconnect from whatever is not serving you and getting into alignment with what is going to be your next move. So I feel like with the Four of Pentacles here, that you've already been distancing yourself from people at this point, and that it's not going to be any surprise when the fifth pentacle shows up. It's not going to be any surprise that you're completely disconnecting or putting some people on the outside looking in. Because I feel, Capricorn, that you don't do anything quickly, and people already know your stance. They know where you're at. They know that they could be cut out if they're not going to move in the way that you need to move. And I don't think you do that for any terrible reason. I feel like you do it because it's what's best for you. And you're used to being the person who serves everybody else, right? Capricorn energy is about being planned and strategic, but also the overgiver, right? The one who dotes, the one who loves, the one who's doing all the cooking and the cleaning. And it doesn't even have to be household chores. Maybe it's something at the workplace. But you finally come into this place where you are balanced now, and you're like, nope, I can't do this anymore. And even if this person is family, if we're talking about you've got to make some boundaries with the family, or you've got to make some boundaries with people who have been in your life for a really long time, and maybe they know an older version of you, Capricorn, but you have such incredibly good growth over this year, like putting things in their place and where they go, and Pluto just finally let go of your energy, and you're about to have a really abundant time going forward. And this is why, because you've leveled yourself up here. Tell me more. I think in the past you were having a hard time making this decision to move away from something or disconnect from someone, but I feel like it's easier to do. It's going to be a little bit easier with a little bit more energy, the energy of creation, right? And abundance. You're now got your eye on the abundance here. We do have the Hanged One, and the Hanged One is telling me that the reason that you're walking away is because you finally got perspective. I feel like you were in a pause, hanging here, waiting for someone else to make the decision. Are they going to make a decision? Are they going to leave? I feel like what you didn't want to do is be seen as the bad guy or the bad girl. You didn't want to be seen as the one who is leaving people behind or distancing yourself from other people. But I feel like it's time for you to be selfish. And as selfish doesn't have to have a negative connotation. I feel like the Four of Pentacles is a place that we end up once in a while to get stability. Fours are about stability. So I feel like you needed to get your stability, your feet on the ground. You had to be very practical. You had to put this pentacle at your heart. You can't let anybody play on your heartstrings anymore. And I think that's the perspective that you get while you're in this hanged energy here, while you are trying to see things from a different point of view. And I feel like you finally get perspective that the Nine of Cups can be mine, but I'm going to have to pull away from people that are not good for me in my life. I've got to put up some boundaries. I've got to get a little defensive. I've got to protect myself against the people who are just here to kind of, hitch to your wagon, right? The people who are benefiting from you because you're the doter, you're the overgiver, you're the one who's doing all the things. It feels almost like a little bit of codependency that you've created, and now you've got to break it. We've got the Knight of Wands here. So I feel like this isn't everybody. I don't think that you're just kicking people out of your life willy-nilly because you're too grounded for that. And you're too loyal for that. You're an earth sign. So I feel like this Knight of Wands is telling me here that this is about to happen quickly for some of you. You're in this energy right now, and you're ready to swing that sword and make some cuts. You're ready. You've already distanced yourself from some people, and now the final cut needs to take place. It feels like with this Knight of Wands energy, the types of people you are cutting out of your life are giving you no stability. This could mean people who are in your life just as a flash in the pan. They only show up when they need money. They only show up when they need a place to live. They only show up when they need your friendship because they feel lonely. I feel like we're talking about, for some of you, family members, but these are people in general that you have been close to for a very long time. And so I feel like this Knight of Wands and the Seven of Wands facing each other is a challenge, is what it feels like. The challenge is, I feel like the Knight of Wands is challenging you to keep your boundaries up and then move forward in a quicker manner. 7 and 1 is 8. I feel like the Knight of Wands is challenging you to take a risk. We've got the Lovers. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you're looking at it, right? I just want to show you that the look on this person's face looking over at the Lovers here. And the Lovers is a choice. But the person that is on the Seven of Pentacles, look at that face. It's like, gosh, I've put so much work into this. Like, I keep working so damn hard. Like, is it really worth all the work I'm putting into it? I feel like you're about to pick another path, is what it feels like. You're about to throw your seeds of intention. So you're about to work on your own intentions here. And I feel like, these two people here, we can see their hands are not joined. It's like you were that close to being sucked in to this. And it feels like you were, because you really loved them, because they are a soulmate friend, because they are a soulmate lover, because they are a soulmate person in your family. It feels like this is going to be a really hard sell for you, but I feel like you've come to a perspective where I just can't keep serving everyone else there anymore. I've got to go into the new year with a new state of mind. So for some of you, I feel like your life stays really busy because not only are you a busy person, but I feel like you're busy servicing everyone else. We've got the Two of Pentacles on this side, and we've got 5 over here. But I feel like the Two of Pentacles is telling me you're making all these decisions for everybody else, and you're the one being left out in the cold. So I feel like this person looking over at the Lovers is like, I'm not really willing to work that hard on these soulmate connections anymore. Soulmates are not. I'm exhausted. Like, that's what it feels like. Soulmates are not. I don't really care. Last card. We've got the Five of Cups. The thing is the reason that you've been holding back or waiting or being patient or procrastinating just a little bit with the Seven of Pentacles is not because you don't know how to grow the Pentacles. It's not because you haven't picked the path or you don't have an intention. It's because of the Five of Cups. It's because you know that there is going to be sadness. There's going to be upset. There's those three cups. It's not going to be any fun. That the people that I love the most, some of them have become leeches. It's time for me to put a little bit of salt on the leeches and watch them curl up. Like, that's what it feels like. It feels like it's water under the bridge. I'm going to say it's like you need to get yourself right and know that things happen the way they do for a reason. And it's time to stop sacrificing you for other people. I want to know what this Ace of Pentacles is, though, because there's something here that is really grand. Like, it feels like when you take a hold of that Ace of Pentacles and run with it, I feel like your life just opens up, the door swings open, and I feel like things are just ready to move forward for you. We are in the new moon energy today, new moon in Sag, right? Running at your dreams. The door is open. Let's go. And so the moon energy here is like, what you don't know is that as soon as you do pull away or make the difficult decision or cut away the people you don't want or the people who are kind of sucking your emotional energy, what you can't see is that this Ace of Pentacles is going to show up and change everything here. So the moon is the energy of things are not as they seem. And so I feel like you seem that you're making these hard cuts. It's going to be terrible. It's going to be sad. But what you don't see is that immediately after that, a new path opens for you. And I think the universe was just waiting for you to make a decision to stop allowing people to come back. I feel like the moon energy with the judgment energy is telling me stop allowing people to come back and take advantage of you over and over and over again. Stop resurrecting those relationships that have no future. Stop giving people your time, giving your people your energy, your money. It feels like it's time for you now. You need to make a really big decision to change your course. And I feel like what you don't see is that if you're in this energy of pulling away from people and distancing yourself, you're already on your way to the Ace of Pentacles. We do have the King of Cups here. I feel like, the King of Cups is telling me that you've got to do it in a way that's tough love. The King of Cups for me is tough love, right? It's emotional intelligence. It's not losing your crap on people, being angry, pointing your finger, wagging it in their face. It's not about that. It's about you staying calm within your emotional storm. So I feel like you are going to just be very swords-like with people. I feel like you're going to be very aloof, detached, very honest and truthful. I feel like you are, maybe there's an energy of you're going to try and be as kind and compassionate and loving as you can, but you're going to be giving people, that have no place in your life anymore or who have been taking advantage of you, only showing up when they need something. I feel like you're going to take care of it like the Empress. And the Empress is the Queen of Swords, right? Someone who is not trying to aggravate people or ruffle feathers, but I got to be honest with you because I've got to do things for me now. Tell me what the outcome is here, please, for Capricorn. Got the Ace of Wands in the reverse, the Six of Wands, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. So I want to say that the Ace of Wands being in the reverse tells me go slow. You don't have to do this today. You don't have to do this tomorrow. Go slow, because I feel like you're dealing with a group of people who are going to say, you're full of ego, Capricorn. You're on your high horse, Capricorn. It feels like if you do it too quickly and all at once, I feel like you're going to get some feedback that is going to slow down your progress. I want to say with the Knight of Pentacles energy that this is a little bit of procrastination, but it's okay. Listen, things happen when they're supposed to, and don't be going and cutting people out of your life just because some crazy lady in Canada is telling you to do that. Because understand, this could be a year in the future, right? Knights, like for me, the Knight of Pentacles travels so slow. Like when we say slow, we mean really slow. We got some pentacles here, right? We got pentacle energy. So it could be like 5 or 6 years in the future for some of you. But for some of you, you're already in this energy with the Six of Wands saying, I really need to have some sort of a victory here. But I feel like the universe is counseling you to move forward slowly. Don't take any risks. Don't do it if you're not ready. Don't speak the words if you're not ready to do it, because it could just hamper your progress. It could put you in this Knight of Pentacles energy. and could just slow you down, completely slow you down, because it is going to be an emotional time for you. It's going to be emotional time. It's going to be emotionally sad for you, I feel, because you are letting go of things that I feel that you've been dragging around for a while. People, persons, places, situations, jobs. I feel like you've been dragging people through for a while, and it's time for you to just cut the strings, let go. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Queen of Wands. There you are. Yeah, it feels like this energy here. Well, your energy is the Empress energy, but the Empress is also the Queen of Wands. And this is the one who's independent. Look, I don't care if I fall down and scrape my knees. I'm just going to bandage them back up, throw my skirt down and keep moving. Nobody's going to see it, right? It feels like you're on the right path. You're in this growth spurt. And I feel like it's time for you to take some sort of a risk here. Oh, look at that. We have the King of Wands as well. And I feel like it's your motivation is what it is. It feels like, it almost feels like what's fueling all of this for some of you, not all of you, is that you've had a breakup. It feels like you've had a breakup of a friendship or a fiery, passionate sort of connection that it was your decision. I feel two wands are here. It feels like you're the one that is thriving because we've got the sunflower here. I feel like you're the one that is thriving here. For some of you, it's a relationship came to an end with a soulmate or is about to come to an end with a soulmate. And that's what's going to fuel you or push you into this Empress energy where you're now going to have to do it on your own by yourself. But I don't think you mind. I think you're ready for it and you're up for the challenge, Capricorn. I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you so much for coming here and watching this bonus read. Thank you so much for your support through 2024. Please take advantage of the 10% off. It's my thank you to you. That code that is in the pinned comment is thank you24. I appreciate you. That will be in effect until the 20th of December. I'm going to go for now. Love you guys. I'm out for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you. See you later. Bye.